questioning this woman. What happened to this woman? You was going around interviewing people about Rizzy to try to make it seem like Rizzy was lying. Now Rizzy vindicated too. Justice for Rizzy. Justice for my Rizzy. Justice for my Rizzy. Because y'all was sitting around going around this app trying to make this woman wrong, trying to make this woman a liar, but now y'all getting exposed as liars.
T.
Yes, ma'am.
That damn therapist bitch, the one time I motherfucking go to work on a goddamn Sunday, I was at work screaming. That bitch was
Child.
getting on my goddamn nerves.
Child. Hey, Rose. That therapist
Oh
is
my
definitely,
God.
that therapist may piss me off. She makes my ass itch.
Oh, that bitch pissed me off today. Then she was telling people to shut up, to let Candy talk. Like she wasn't fucking running her mouth when people was trying. Oh, that bitch pissed me off today. I was like, damn.
Yep. Yep. She was lying. She kept on, and I played the clip of her. This is what makes me mad, right? I should be the one against women on all court, right? But like I said, when I do defend the women, I'm wrong for defending the women, right? I don't think it's okay for a trans woman to think she can put her hands on a biological woman. I don't think it's okay. Any woman that said that there is no difference is not protecting biological women. So at the end of the day, we just got to sit here and just keep being unprotected to protect everybody else. But where's our protection as women? That we should at least have something we all stand in line with.
And then using one wrong to make this wrong a right was fucked up.
Yeah, they kept on saying, well, men are the ones that's hitting on the women. Yeah, you're right. Because naturally, biologically, she's still a male. So you're absolutely
Right.
right.
Right. That shit was wild as fuck. I'm like, yo, is this real life? Is this for real life?
Well, the kidnapper, Rose. So the lady, the therapist already rubbed me the wrong way, Rose, when she tried to come for me in that live and said that I didn't know the difference from consent. And I said, well, she didn't know the difference from consent either when you told her to pull that car over and let her out. So obviously we both not educated on what consent looked like, because I didn't know that when you wake a woman out her sleep, with oral, I did not know that was SA. But apparently she didn't know when you tell her to pull over and let her out the car that was considered kidnapping. So at the end of the day, I guess we both need some education.
Well, a dumbass. Bitch pissed me off.
I mean, I'm just saying. If you trying to come up with it in the comments. Yeah, like she was doing too much. I stand by and she was saying how the LGBT community stand by us. No, we stand by them. We
Right.
stand by them. We
Fuck is
getting
she
blamed
talking
by the
about?
men. Yeah, we getting blamed by the men because they saying that the reason why trans women feel like they can put their hands on us and disrespect us is because we so accepting of them. So we getting double
Yes,
smacked in
every
the
time. Mhm. They
face.
do.
Yeah.
They throw that shit right in our face every time some shit like this happens.
It's just crazy. We get blamed for everything already. Yeah, right, Eric's like, at the end of the day, I'm not squaring up with Candy. I'm scared. I'm terrified. I'm getting my brother. I'm telling you right now. And then you telling me I supposed to know. And then Alex was saying, well, if we didn't know she was a trans woman, we wouldn't be having this conversation. The reason why y'all put trans in front of woman, because you know you have to, because you're gonna lose, you're gonna get hurt, right? So you know that there's a difference. The moment you have to put a prefix in front of it, you already know.
Let's be real here, though. Majority of the time, we fucking know. We look at them and we see them and we know. So her saying that shit trash. We
Well,
fucking know.
Alex said we wouldn't know if
Shit.
they didn't tell us. You know what I'm saying?
Shit
So,
me. Especially if
and
they sound like Candy. Shit me, bitch, I know.
that's all I was trying to say. But this is not transphobic. Like, I do not have anything against the trans community. I do not.
I
But I
don't
do
either.
have some. But if it comes for me standing beside my sisters and standing beside Candy, I'm standing beside my sisters. Like at the end of the day, if it's me standing beside my sisters or standing beside Candy in this case, I'm standing beside my sisters, and so would the men. Like, you're not going to be able to put your hand on me. She said I tried to threaten her life. I never threatened her life. What I told her is if she feel comfortable enough putting her hands on me in real life, ain't no man around me gonna stand by her putting her hands on me. Ain't no man in my life or on this platform that fuck with me gonna stand beside me and watch her put her hands on me and think that I'm gonna fight that fight. I guarantee, and this is why I say this app is creating dangerous narratives. I'm telling you right now, if one of these men on this app or one of these men in my real life was out at a meet and greet and Candy felt froggy enough to put her hand on me, baby, they gonna knock her down to her shoes. They gonna knock, she get knocked to the floor.
Every
All
fucking
right, baby, I
time.
love you. And y'all can't tell me that I'm lying about that. So
No,
all the people
every
around,
time.
even like I love franchise, but everybody is lying to her. Like, I love you too. Well, you left a kiss mark on my face the other day. Well, thank you for leaving a kiss mark on mine. And like, I love franchise them dearly, but franchise them ain't gonna always be with Candy in public, right? You may be with her, sometimes at a meet and greet or whatever, but the way that she feels strongly about being able to threaten a woman, that means it's gonna be a point in time where y'all not with her to protect her. Right? So y'all telling her that it ain't gonna happen because y'all with her. But she's getting so bold. She's getting so out of body with it that she's normalizing the fact that she could put her hands on a woman. And she gonna go around the wrong motherfucking woman and somebody gonna knock her the fuck out. And it ain't gonna be a woman, it's gonna be a nigga. They gonna knock her to her motherfucking shoes. And people are not being honest with her. And that's sad that her people ain't even being honest with her.
And honestly, some trans women that'll tell Candy she dead ass wrong. I don't know why they lying to her right now.
Many of them told her that. But she
Yeah.
wants to keep painting the narrative that she's not wrong. And she keeps pushing it. She keeps pushing that it's right.
But I think in the back of her mind, she knows she wrong, but because she behind her phone, she just running her mouth. She wouldn't do shit in real life. She not
Well,
fucking crazy.
I'm telling you, she hit me in real life. I ain't gonna have to do nothing. I don't care if her hit is weak. I don't care if her hit is like a 5-year-old. I am falling to the floor and I'm playing victim and I'm gonna yell, he hit me. And that's all that I need to do. And it's up from there. I'm telling y'all already. Y'all can say I'm transphobic. Y'all can say I'm wrong. But the moment that she feel to get out of her body enough to put her hands on me, I am screaming to the top of my lungs. I'm falling to the floor and I'm saying, he hit me. I don't care what nobody say. I'm saying it. Y'all can call me what y'all want. Because the moment you forget that I stand by you is by respecting your pronouns, I stand by you by respecting you as a woman. The moment you forget that you still ain't a natural born woman, I'm falling to the floor. Because you done forgot. You done fucked around and forgot.
They
I
fucked
done
around and
fucked around.
forgot.
You done fucked around and forgot.
That shit, that's delusional as fuck. They don't understand our boundaries, but they want us to understand theirs. They want to call us whatever the fuck they want to call us, but they don't want us to call them whatever we want to call them. This shit is hypocritical.
Yeah, she say she been getting surgery since she was 15. And I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Y'all, I ain't never questioned it because I'm not educated on this, okay? If somebody say something, I try to be like, okay, well, that ain't my business, right? It's not my business. So I never questioned if she really got surgery. They were pushing it. They messed themselves up because she kept pushing the fact I've been getting hormones since I was this. She even said she had zero testosterone. I don't know nothing about this shit. So
She had zero
if
test.
y'all,
See, I was at work, so I was
yeah,
kind of missing some of the shit.
let me say this. If I don't know, I'm not going to talk about it. So if y'all notice, I wasn't arguing a lot of her points because I'm not educated on it, right? If I don't know, I'm not going to bring it up. So when she said she had zero testosterone, I didn't think nothing of it because I'm not educated in that. So when Poetic started clocking that shit, I was like, oh shit. That was her point. She was saying that because she's had all of these surgeries, and she did say she was on T blockers. She lied today and said she never said she was on T blockers. She did say she was on T blockers, right? So she said she was on T blockers. But she lied, so I guess they caught her in that lie today too, because then she changed it and said she wasn't on T blockers. But her saying that she had zero testosterone was to say to basically make it seem like she was equivalent enough to a woman to put her hands on a woman.
But how the fuck she got zero testosterone? Everybody got testosterone.
Well, I didn't know that. The way she was talking, I thought. See, I don't know nothing about the trans community, so I wasn't going to argue it because it's different stuff. I didn't even know they could get a vagina and then you have to put a whole, like, I'm learning stuff at the same time, right? So as I'm learning stuff, I'm just taking that in. So if people even say that we refuse to learn, I'm listening. I'm trying to learn, right? But even when she said, hold on a second, T, I've gone against you in the past, but today you stood on the correct business. I be trying to stand on the correct business, y'all. I promise y'all, I'm not bad. I'm really not a bad person. And I've tried to right my wrongs on this app. And it seems like even me trying to right my wrongs on this app, I'm still standing on the wrong side. And even me trying to do things differently, it still feels like y'all still make it seem like I'm standing on the wrong side. You get what I'm saying? And it's just weird to me.
The people gonna find everything wrong with what the fuck you say. That's why when people try to people please, they're never gonna win because somebody's always gonna find something wrong.
Hey y'all. So
Hey.
I wasn't there. I don't even know where this happened at. I just heard one thing that is crazy. There's no such thing as having just zero of one side of one hormone. That's not a thing. You can't do that because we as human beings are duality. There has to be a balance. So you have to have testosterone and you have to have estrogen. Now, depending on your anatomy, you may have slightly more than the other, as to why women have PCOS, a slightly higher elevation of testosterone than they normally should, which causes the hair to grow. And so I'm confused as to why somebody would then turn around and say that they have zero testosterone. That means that something is truly wrong with you. That means your hair doesn't grow. That means you bald headed, you bald by the lash, you bald by the brow.
Or you just a fucking
That
lying
means
ass
that
bitch.
But
that
she
means that
knows,
you
but
can't even regulate your emotions.
Rose, and that's so crazy because guess who was standing right by her as she was saying it? Guess who
Who?
was that therapist? Was vouching for everything she was saying. I didn't. Now you miseducating us, right? Because you're just so you could be able to justify putting your hands on a woman. You said this and nobody checked it. But instead, y'all calling us transphobic and stuff. I ain't even know to question it because shit, I don't be knowing. Like if I don't know, I ain't gonna say shit. And I don't know. I don't know nothing about all that stuff. I'm good. What I'm smart at, I'm smart at. What I ain't, I shut the fuck up on, right? If I don't know, I don't know. But I guess when the professional came in and clocked her today, I was educated. Cause she said she been getting surgery since she was 15. Then she said she got her balls removed at 16. Then
That's
she
not.
said,
That's
you
not. That's not. You can't do that. That you can't do that unless, and even on some, because I've seen people in the comments saying that there's like a black market thing. No, they're not touching you as a child like that. She wouldn't still be on hormone blockers if she had her testicles removed, y'all.
that's what that
If
therapist.
those
I mean,
two
that's
sacks were
what.
removed, and I wasn't there
Yep.
for the, like, I was doing a final, y'all. I'm sitting here
That's what
doing
poetic
finals.
said.
It's finals week, like, so I don't know the conversation. However, based off my own understanding, once you have those have the testicular region, that whole little shindig removed, you no longer need hormone blockers. What you would then need is actual hormone, period. So you would need that estrogen to keep you regulated, or a certain balance of estrogen and testosterone to keep you regulated. But because you'd already produced the unless they didn't. Okay, so let's say that they never went through puberty,
Well,
right?
let me tell you how it
If they
happened.
never went through
Wait,
puberty, they
let me
wouldn't
tell
even
you.
need the
Let me
balancing of testosterone because
Right,
they
let
would
me tell you
naturally
how
be
it
a
happened
woman.
because she switched it up. So I don't care who lies she on crying because she's crying because she got clocked on her lies. If she just would have stood on business and said she was wrong for telling that woman she would slap her, we wouldn't even know all of this shit. Okay?
She said she was gonna slap T.
She told Lo she was gonna slap her.
Why would she say that?
Let me play this video for you, Rose. Let me play this video for you, Rose. Hold on, y'all. I want you to hear how she justified her being able to slap a woman. Hold on. Where my phone? Where my damn phone at? Who in here got my phone number? I need my phone. I'm doing laundry. It's somewhere on this goddamn bed. Hold on. Hold it. Here you go. Okay, let me play this video for you real quick. Because I want you to hear this. I just want you to hear this.
Y'all tap the screen, protect the live, put hashtag FYP in the chat, and send T her gifts. Thank you.
People just openly disrespect women without a problem.
So I have a question for the women on the panel. And maybe that therapist, you could start off first, right? I'm starting to notice that a lot of people, when they think of trans people, they still correlate them to gay men. Am I mistaken about that?
No, I was just about to speak on that part. What's your question? Because I was just about to speak on that.
So my question is, if a woman says, Kenzie, you a girl, and I'm a woman, right? I'm a trans woman, right? I'm still a woman. Yeah, I claim I'm still a woman. And I say, I'm about to hit that bitch if she disrespect me. Is it wrong for saying that? Does it make a difference if it's a cis woman or a trans woman? Would that statement make a big difference?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. No women should be fighting at all, whether they're cis or trans. But the fact that you're a trans woman doesn't make it any more wrong for you to get in a fight with a woman than it would be if me, a cis woman, got into a fight with a woman. It's the same wrong. But we also got to think these people are so uneducated.
So you hear therapists telling her that's not wrong?
Yeah, so the problem with what she's saying is that there is truths, partial truths, the way that she's cleaning up her words is by saying that it's just wrong across the board for people to be fighting.
Yeah.
But the undertone of it is a justification. So okay.
Because Rose, how many times you rarely hear, let me say this. When women are fighting on this app, there's been threats made, but you rarely hear women say they're gonna slap the shit out of another woman. You rarely hear us saying that to each other. We read each other, whatever. We don't usually say, bitch, I'll slap the fuck out of you. If we do, it's like we rarely say that to each other, right? But her, as a trans woman, she gets froggy to say that shit, right? Because she knows she really has that male DNA. She still has that and that's the truth, right? She still has that male DNA to come up and be able to say, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. We don't even say that to each other. But Rose, hear me out. If you said that to me, nobody would be outraged about that. If you said, T-Time, I'll slap the fuck out of you. Nobody gonna say, no, Rose, don't say that. But if Kari said to me, T-Time, I'll slap the fuck out of you, are they gonna say nobody should be threatening anybody? Or are they gonna say he wrong because he a man?
So I think that when we have conversations about people of trans experience, we don't take into consideration that there are levels. And yes, it's wrong for anybody to be putting their hands on anybody. I will say this though, I don't know how long you have been transitioning. I don't know how long this hormone has been flowing through your blood, right? I don't know how long you've been doing this process. And so it becomes dangerous, especially as a natural born female woman, to hear a person who openly and freely says that they are of trans experience saying that they're going to put their hands on someone. With context, it is completely and absolutely wrong. No other trans woman would ever say that shit is okay. Trans women are not actively putting their hands on each other. Or, putting their hands on other natural born women. That's not a thing. So I don't understand why she's trying to justify her behaviors by cleaning up. Well, I'm still a woman. I'm still a girl. No, baby, that's not how that works. We don't know how long you've been transitioning. And it's not to take away from your experience. I'm just saying, I don't know you. And I don't know your strength. I don't know how tall you are. I don't know what you're capable of.
And
I
that's
am
what,
not privy to. And so I can understand a person being in fear of being harmed to a certain degree. That doesn't make it transphobia, though. It
and
makes
that's
a
all I
person
was
being,
saying.
it makes a person cautious. It makes a person aware of a situation. It makes them privy to who you are or what you used to be. If a person told me that they are an MMA fighter, they used to be an MMA fighter, and they did it for 20 plus years, and then you come tell me you want to beat my ass, I'm gonna make sure I tell niggas, hey, Shorty said she was an MMA fighter back in the past, cause I don't want her beating my ass. Somebody gonna have to jump in. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's crazy work. It's the
and that's
same
what I'm saying.
thing.
That I'm glad you said that, because boxers, their hands are certified, right? So they can't put their hand, they can't just be out here fighting you, because they know they have a different level of strength and training, right? That's why their hands are certified. So when you have to put in front of woman, trans, right? You already know there's a difference, right? There is something different. You admitting that there's something different. Once you put trans in front of it, you know that that there is a level, there's a difference. And all I was saying, and I literally was saying this, I was respecting her pronouns and everything, in that saying that we should be able to come to each other, woman to woman, and say, there's levels to this, and there's a boundary that must be set. There, you can't, no, you get what I'm saying? So when I said that, she got offended and lied and said that I was holding a transphobic live, right? Go ahead.
If she wanted to take away the aversion that people have towards those living with those of trans experience, she would have never told people that she is a trans woman.
Right.
She would have consistently told people that she's a woman,
Right.
she's a woman, period. But once you have made that distinction, you have now let people know what you have going on. And I understand you wanting to prove to people who you are and that you're comfortable in your skin. However, your stealthness is privy when you're trying to speak to things and say certain things to certain individuals, if y'all picking up what I'm putting down. So she should have never, ever told anybody about her experience of being a trans woman, because it was nobody's business, because in the society that we live in, it's going to be used against you everywhere. No matter if you're upset, happy, sad, it doesn't matter. It's going to be used against you to some degree. She should have never told anybody.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I have been, hold on, Scoop. I've been respectful. Like, I've been learning, right? Because y'all know I'll call a motherfucker he in a minute when I'm mad, right? I've been learning. I've been trying to learn to respect the community and everything, because I feel like respect go both ways, right? If you want me to respect you in the community, you respect me as well, right? You can't just, respect don't just go one way. So you get to disrespecting me, I'm gonna disrespect you back. But I've been trying, even in that live, I was trying so hard to be respectful. I even dropped Kari and was like, you can't even speak on this right now, because I know you gonna say some problematic shit, so I'm gonna drop you out the box. She still was down there calling Kari DL. How is it that you think you could call somebody DL, and when he called you him, now you saying he wrong? You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not cool for you to think that you could disrespect the person, and then when a person says something back to you, now everybody's transphobic. You get what I'm saying? As a person of the trans community, why do y'all feel okay with calling people DL? Why do y'all feel comfortable with talking about people's sexuality when you know that y'all been fighting for people to accept y'all and respect y'all as a community? Why use that as a diss? Why use that as a slight? You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, there is levels. She even admitted herself, I ain't got no period and I don't want no period. I can't have no babies. I don't want to have no babies. You know what I'm saying? But you still want the experience of being a woman, but you don't want the experience of being a woman. So you know that there's a difference. Once you start drawing a line, who wants a period? Who wants to have cramps? Who wants that? You saying that in your life, but you telling me you want the benefits of being a woman without the struggles of what it really takes being a fucking woman. And you cool with that. And people are supporting you on that. All she had to do was say she was wrong for saying she was going to slap that woman. But no, she wanted to play victim, and she's still playing victim to be able to justify her saying she going to slap a woman. At the end of the day, you're wrong. You should have never said that you would slap that woman. You shouldn't be out here you shouldn't be out here. I don't know. Do you remember when HB told Bree she would beat the fuck out of her? Nobody said anything, right? Because really, they're two women. Bree identifies as a woman. HB identifies as a woman. Nobody cared about that. But the moment Kandi said, I slapped the shit out of you, most people were outraged. Hold on. Wait a minute. Stop. Rewind. What you say? You get what I'm saying? It's not, nobody said, well, this should know when HB said that to old girl, nobody even corrected her. Nobody told her she was wrong. Nobody told her she shouldn't have said that. And when she said, when I meet you in person, I'm going to beat the shit out of you, nobody cared. So we saying that it's wrong across the board. If it's wrong across the board, why don't nobody clocking when the women make threats to each other? It's only clock, like, that's what I'm saying. So it's not, like $2 was even saying, well, legally, assault is assault. True. Legally, assault is assault. But we know that if a man says he gonna slap a woman, we gonna step behind that woman. Nigga, what you mean you gonna slap her? Hold on, what the fuck? I know the fuck you didn't say you gonna slap her. We gonna all snap. Regardless of legal or whatever. Let me mute. What was you saying, School?
So I heard something about she had her balls removed at 15.
No,
or
she
16.
said she had her balls removed at 16. Then she said 17. Then she said 17. Then she kept changing the
16,
age when they was classified.
17. Well, any age other than 18 is incorrect. Clearly, it says no. A 15-year-old or 16-year-old trans woman cannot have no orchiectomy unless the only way they could have this surgery is if they have testicular cancer as a minor.
That's what Trina read. And me and Trina don't even fuck with each other. And this is what I love about certain creators. We do not gotta fuck with each other for you to tell the truth. A lot of people will lie just because they don't like a creator and give misinformation. We're more willing to give misinformation like that therapist did. They will be more willing to stand on bullshit than standing on what's right because they don't like a certain person. So I gotta respect Trina because Trina came up there and clocked the fuck out of Kandi. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't have to do that. But she came up there and clocked the fuck out of Kandi and was like, wait a minute, that ain't true.
So I want to say
Frankie.
something, and I'm not, because I'm not, if y'all realize I'm not speaking on that lady. Y'all keep saying her name. I keep. Next, I will say this. Y'all have to be mindful of how y'all advocate for people of a marginalized group. Y'all have to be mindful of how you advocate. A lot of people who are advocating for those of trans experience don't even have a person close to them that is living through this experience. They don't even have a friend. They don't know a nonprofit. They don't go and talk to these individuals. They don't know them. They don't know them in real life. But y'all advocate for shit y'all barely even understand yourself. And that is dangerous because a lot of these natural born men and women, females, males, y'all be pushing a certain narrative and y'all be putting them in more harm because y'all think y'all know something because you want to stand for something and y'all be wrong. And so I think it's very dangerous that a person with a level of credentials is giving misinformation and has done this multiple times. And y'all enable the behavior. That is nefarious business. The misinformation and the miseducation given to black people is crazy work. And I hate that it took for people to have to Google some shit for y'all to be like, oh, okay, well, I didn't know that. Because anyhow, y'all would have took it as at face value because of the person's quote unquote credentials. That's giving you wrong shit. And so with these trans conversations, y'all got to be mindful of the things that y'all are saying, because at the end of the day, it's gonna trickle off into y'all talking about how they show up in the world, all the way down to damn sports. If given the opportunity, y'all gonna talk about that type shit without having enough information to be able to validate the people of this experience.
And that's the thing, like they validating, and she like, oh, you see me in real life, right? You see me in real life, right? She asking people that. There are a lot of beautiful trans women out here. I mean, beautiful trans women. They are fucking beautiful that are not taking any of those things, right? Or that have not fully transitioned. Let me say that. They're beautiful, but they still know that there's a level to it, right? So again, for her to be like, you seen me, you know I'm beautiful, you seen pictures of me, it don't matter. And what we supposed to do when a trans woman come up and be like, bitch, I'ma slap you? Wait, how long you been on them hormones? That's what we supposed to do before bitch, I'ma slap you. Wait. First tell me how long you been on them blockers. Cause I need to know before you can, I need to make sure our mass is the same. Who gonna fucking do that?
I'm not gonna hold y'all. At a certain age, the blockers ain't working. If you had some type of testicular surgery, you don't need blockers, bro. Like, and if you never went through puberty, you can say to a certain degree you don't have that level of testosterone running through your body. You don't have male hormones to that degree running through your body because it was already blocked, right? And then you had that surgery which confirmed that block. So you would never have to experience that, which means even your voice would not drop. You wouldn't sound a certain kind of way. Hear me when I say this, y'all. You wouldn't sound a certain kind of way. You
So,
probably
Rose, I
sound
have a
like me
question. So you're
or T.
saying somebody that's on this app, if she's been taking what she says she's been taking since 15, would we be able to clock her by her
You
voice?
would not be able to clock shit if they started hormone blockers at 12.
That's what
Hmm.
Luciano said.
Even if they
Luciano,
started hormone
the
blockers at
moment,
15,
the
you would not be
moment
able to clock shit.
The moment
Hmm.
I played the video, Luciano was like, "Oh, that person is lying." Before anybody, Rachel, I know you don't get attention in real life, but this is not time for you. You're not important. Stop spamming my comments. You are a rejectable nigga. Nobody's paying you attention. Go find somewhere to play.
And if y'all want more proof, we are literally on TikTok. Y'all can look up like trans kids and y'all will see them. And you can't clock them from a kid, from a teenager. And when they
That's
get
what I was
older,
thinking,
you can't
but
clock it. Their voice may sound like mine, sound like yours, sweet. Every woman has a different tonality of tone, right?
right,
Voice.
right.
So you can't even clock it with their voice unless they never got that surgery. If they did not get the testicular surgery, right? If they didn't get the reassignment surgery, then if they was to get off the hormone blockers, not take the estrogen, then their voice would start to drop because what y'all think a body does naturally, right? If you were born this way, the body's going to do what the body's going to do. So if they were to get off of the hormone blockers, never take the estrogen, never get that testicular surgery, then their voice would start to drop and become a little bit more masculine because that is how their anatomy is built. However, once that surgery cuts that off, that rejuvenates the testosterone through their body, and they have the hormone blockers and they shift from hormone blockers to estrogen, you won't be able to clock shit. Not in their face, not in their tone, not even in their throat. The little Adam's apple ain't gonna show. Nothing will show. Not a thing. They could be standing at 7 foot tall and you wouldn't be able to clock that they was ever born a male.
That's what I was thinking, but
Look it up on TikTok, y'all. Go look
wasn't
up trans
sure.
kids
So
and
you're
y'all will
talking
see it.
about
Y'all will see what kids look like on hormone blockers. You will see it.
what was said about her in the black market? Because I know
So
you
what
can
she
get.
said is that I don't remember exactly what she said. She got off the black market at 15. So she said she got something off the black market at 15. Then she said they cut off her balls at 16. Then she said they cut off her balls at 17. So that's where she said she had the surgery.
What?
Right. She said she had her balls removed at I think 16 first. Then she said she had her balls removed at 17.
Now, it is possible to get the shots on the black market, but I'm not sure about having actual surgery from.
See, she was all over the place with it. First, she started saying that she got it under the table. And then when Poetic clocked it and said, well, no doctor would ever put their license, at risk or some shit like that, she was like, no, I didn't mean the surgery. I got the hormones from a T woman from back in the gap or whatever is what she was trying to say. She basically did the same shit AP did. Once you clocked her, she went in, she pussyfooted back on the shit and was like, no, I'm talking about this. She confused everybody
Now,
because she kept going forward and backwards with the shit.
depending on Candy's age, and not just age, but yeah, depending on Candy's age, she may have in fact went to the black market to get her pills or her shots or whatever the case may be, her medicine. I'll call it medicine. She may have went to the black market to get her medicine. Most people often did, or do. But also, you're not about to get no surgery. I mean, the most kind of surgery that you will be getting is butt shots.
Oh no.
Or injections like fillers and stuff like that. Yeah.
Let me get this nigga real quick up off my back because he want attention. Let me play this video for this clown. When he came up in my live sorry y'all, I'm doing laundry. Just so y'all know, my house ain't messy. I'm just doing laundry. That's a laundry basket. I turned it on the wrong side. It's clean. Okay. But anyway, let me turn this video for this clown. This is me responding to this clown for trying to troll me in my live. And I'm not comfortable in the skin that I am in. I am trying to do a GoFundMe right now for a BBL because I don't have a big butt either. Okay. I really don't love myself. And I can't even wake up in the morning without looking in the mirror, without putting makeup on. It's tough. I'm here for all the women to let y'all know I don't love myself. I'm insecure as fuck. Now, anybody else got something to say? Can we move on now? That's me talking to you, Rachel. That was me talking to you, Rachel. Because you were trying to come in my live fucking with me. There you go. Okay, go ahead, y'all. I've been a troll. I've always been a troll. I'm a fucking troll.
I believe her when she says that she may have gotten the hormones, from somebody. I believe that. But I don't know about anything else that she was saying. I don't know about any of that shit.
Yep.
For me, like I'm saying this I'm keeping it very, very safe with the statements that I'm making because I'm not a person to take from nobody's experience, right? I ain't that kind of person. Proxy. I'm not a person to take from nobody's experience. However, that math ain't mathing. I'm sorry. The math isn't mathing.
I want to know where she got this money from at 16 years old.
But you know what though? They have things called like gay homes, like gay houses and stuff like that, where you might have a gay mother. Or like if you had family that may have kicked you out or whatever the case may be. In New York, that's very big. They have groups of individuals where if a child is of some type of experience, they may go into this home and be cared for by a gay mother, gay father, or of a person of trans experience. They'll look after them and they will bring the kids in and teach them.
But she making it like everything.
But I don't know if that's her life, though. I don't know if that's her experience.
I think this is what makes it unbelievable now that listening to all the details, right? Because again, I never asked her any of these questions because that wasn't my business. I just felt like you ain't got no business slapping a woman. But since she brought all of this to the forefront, now that I'm hearing everything, it don't sound real. Because she even said
she said insurance paid for it. They saying in the comments insurance.
She said insurance paid for it at 18.
No. Well, at 18, that could be possible.
And that's what I wanted to come and speak on. So she said the previous procedure was done on the black market. Getting the hormones were gotten on the black market or from a older T person. But then she said that her SRS, that's what she called it, SRS surgery was done through insurance once she was of age of an adult. But my thing is, you cannot get approved for that procedure if you don't have the clinicals to support that you've been through the previous procedures. So if the insurance company is paying for it, you definitely have to have the clinicals in order for them to approve that authorization. So, and this is not... I don't want to question. I'm not questioning because it's not that deep for me. But when you look at it and listen to what she's saying flat out, you have to have you have to have medical records saying that you've been through those other procedures, you've received hormones, and that you've received therapy. You have to have a historical documentation of that. They're called clinicals in order for an insurance company to approve an elective surgery, not a mandatory surgery, not a medically necessary surgery, but an elective surgery.
Is it true that she said that somebody just said in the comments, she said that she was what did it say? It said something, she was approved in a day by her therapist?
Yep, she said she
that?
had 1 day. She said she had 1 day of therapy and they approved it.
Did she lying? Well, what she would have had to like Proxy is saying.
She said everything was special. She said that she has a special for JJ that you don't have to plug up every day. It also gets wet by itself and all of those things. Because I just found out that they got the vajayjay that they get, that there's a hole that you got to keep plugging up because it's an open wound, and if you don't keep it plugged, then it's going to close up. But she said hers is special. It doesn't close up. She don't have to keep getting it plugged up. And she said that it gets wet because I told her I got that wet, and I don't got to use no KY jelly. And she said that she don't either. I mean,